So these are my wheels. That's an FJR assembly look when you take the hub apart. There's the cush drive. There you go. Job's a good one. So that's the side that would butt up against the final drive. That bit there, look. So that'd be on there. You'd have like, there we go, you'd have this piece. Bit of a thing like that, look. So there you go. I want to send these wheels in to be powder coated, so I'm taking everything off and taking tyres off, taking everything away. So anything that's slightly concerning, because I've not got a bearing puller or anything, is I'm going to take that needle bearing out, but if I have to pay somebody just to do that, then I will do. Yeah, I've got the tyre off, look. Hose pipe rim protectors. Job's a good one. Made a couple. I've actually ordered some rim protectors, but they're taking forever to get here and I couldn't be bothered to wait, so impatience got the better of me. There's a few nicks on the rim, but I've not bent it, and to be fair, it did have a load anyway before I took it off. It's a 25-year-old wheel, isn't it? So, but yeah, they did the job. Tyres off. Yeah, so that's what I used to clean it. Look, just a little bit of a wire brush, not going crazy. Just went up through them splines like that. And then of course washed it off with some brake parts cleaner. You just got to be careful you don't wash out that bearing. There's two bearings in there actually, I can't believe it. There's actually two side by side. But yeah, that looks lovely, ready to apply some molly grease when I put the wheel back together. Brilliant. Thought I saw a bit of a pubic then again, but no pubics on it. Not today anyway. Cool. Right, so I've just got these wheels back from the powder coaters, Fjr1300 wheels, and you've got like this raised area here that locates the disc. Look, keeps the disc in the centre of the hub, and they didn't bother taping it off. So what I've had to do, and it literally just takes you a second, just file it. So just get your file on there, look, and just file that bit of powder coat off, and then you can just pop your disc back on if you've had a similar issue to me. But yeah, nice wheels. So these are my wheels. To be fair, they do look quite nice, even though I've had to mess around with them a little bit using a tap and stuff. But got the bearings in the front, I've not done the back yet, but they look really sexy, don't they? Look at them. Cool. Right, so if the guy that powder coated your wheels is a bit of a dick like the guy that did mine, and he's powder coated fucking threaded areas, thankfully there's no disc or anything that goes here, it's just a trim, so it doesn't need to sit flush on the hub. But what I did, look, you can see I've tapped them just to clear the threads out. They're fine, perfectly fine. The M5 bolt that goes in tightens up really nice and tight. What I did just to start it before I put my tap, and you only want to do your tap by hand, you want no force at all. Just cleaned any immediate schmoo away, look, with the end of my file, a round file. Just did that. That just gets rid of any shit, so you can just start your tap off nicely. If you've got an air compressor, brilliant, and you can just give it a quick blow. Right, cool. Yeah, so instead of chintzy, got myself some nice stainless steel ones, look. Look at them. They are just a standard M5, so it's an M5 thread, and the thread pitch is 0.8. Yeah, so it's just a standard M5, that's all you need, and they're about 10mm long. So standard M5, 10mm long if you want to replace them too on your rear wheel. Pop it on the screen for you as well. But that looks great, that does, with those stainless steel. Beautiful. Right, so I'm going to try and drive in that needle bearing look on the left hand side of the wheel. It's a little bit delicate, so you can't really go hammering it in, so I've came up with this. It's 200mm long. I'd have probably gone 300mm just to give you a bit more options, give you a little bit more length so you can add more sockets and stuff if you need to. But all it is, look, M10 threaded bar, just a standard M10 thread, and then some standard M10 nuts with a piece of wood, and then a little metal, flat piece of metal, look, that I've drilled a hole through. And I'll put that through, look, just so I don't damage my hub there. And then using, where's my nut and my washer? I've got a nut, yeah, there we go. Using that nut and a washer and this socket, and I hopefully slowly drive the bearing in and seat it. Right, so that's the back end back together. So the wheels powder coated. I've painted the brake caliper, new brake pads, painted the carrier, I think it's called a carrier or caliper bracket, and then you've got the spring look all cleaned and reassembled, and the actual spring painted, the linkage cleaned and re-greased. So that's the back end done. Oh. Cool. Right, so I've just finished setting up the front forks. Just set everything to the default settings. So the preload is the third line from the top. That's what I did, look, third line from the top. The rebound is 12 clicks out. So screw it all the way in clockwise, then counterclockwise 12 clicks. And I've just double checked as well and set it. The compression is also 12 clicks out. So again, screwed it in and then just gone 12 clicks out, and that feels really nice when you sat on it. It feels like Aladdin's magic carpet. So that's the front end done. I've got bloody bugs and shit flying all over me here, but anyway, she's done. So I'll show you. I took it for an MOT yesterday. She passed first time. She's looking alright. She sat for about a month on my back garden. I thought I'd wait for the weather to get nice. You're waiting a bloody long time in England, but here she is anyway. So that looks alright just for a bike with 90,000 miles on it. Got some Michelin Road 6s on it, look. And birds singing sound ever so lovely, but yeah. And there she is. That caliper looks really nice. Yeah, there you go. That's my Road 6s. Rear shock, look. So yeah, I'm proud of that. I think it looks awesome. Thanks for watching anyway.
They put a parking lot on a piece of land where the supermarket used to stand. Before that they put up a bowling alley on the site that used to be the local pally. That's where the big band used to come and play. My sister went there on a Saturday. Come dancing, all her boyfriends used to come and call. Why not come dancing? It's only natural. Another Saturday, another date.